So 2011 UK and Ireland Toyota Verso, replacing the rear shocks. Now the rear shocks on this car seem to be separate from the springs, so I'll just show you underneath. So this is underneath here. You got the shock, and then you got the spring, and it's sort of a separate spring hanger, and the shock here runs by itself from the bottom here up into the inside of the car behind some trim. Now I don't know if you can see the wet patch there. This shock is leaking, has been leaking for a while. You can hear it crashing around when you go over bumps, so the shock is completely knackered. There's a bolt there, takes it off. I'll put some releasing fluid on it in a second, and I'll just show you inside the car what needs to come off. In the car here, this side I've already done. You can get away with just popping off. There's like a, let me just show this here now. Behind the 7-seater seat belts, there's like a panel. Hard to show in bad light like this, but it's like a little bit of trim, a little bit of line there. So to make life a little bit easier, you're going to want to pull this bit that covers the back of the boot where your spare wheel might be. Now that sort of lifts like that, but what you'll have to do is you'll have to pull it off here. So there's 1, 2, 3, and same on this side. So there's 6 of these all together, and then there's clips. Again, if I show you this, these clips here are clipped over that. Same on the other side, they're clipped. So even when you pull these 6 clips off, it's still wedged here. You're going to have to get your fingers in, spread this apart a little bit, and lift up at the same time. So spread this apart and lift up, and then this will eventually just come out, and that leaves you with that spare wheel compartment free. Now you should be able to get it off there. What I'll do is I'll set it up and I'll show you removing this side, the way that this bit comes off, because the seatbelt is looped through it down there. So what you're doing here is you've got this little panel, and this only seems to be on a few years worth of Versos, and not the same on the Corolla. You just pop this panel off a little bit. It should pop sort of up and out. And what I found was you have to bring this bit forward here, and the seatbelt, you've got to get unthread the seatbelt. Now on the other side, I lifted the seat, but I'm not sure if that helped or not. If you lift the seat up, I don't think it makes that much difference. Let's have a look. Oh, sugar. Yeah, no, it does help a little bit. It's still got to unthread the seatbelt though. Yeah. So literally you're just pulling this up, taking it off the seatbelt, put the seat back down again. Right, now, as you can see in there, you've got access to the top bolt. You've got access to the top bolt there of the shock absorber. So it looks like it's got an Allen key at the top there, and then the bolt. Okay, I've got the car jacked up now, wheels are off. This is the shock absorber here. Disappears off the car as I showed you, and then at the bottom there's a bolt just to remove there. I'll do that now. Right, I'm going to try and get these off now with a gun that's 17mm. Right, 17mm on both sides. Oh, okay, probably could have done something to support that. That's it free anyway. And you can see why that one. It's all wet up there. It's leaked. Been leaking for a while. So this is a 17mm bolt there. I'm just going to use one of these swan neck spanners just to crack it off. And this is a 6mm hex key or Allen key in the top there, which I Can't fit the thing one-handed. I'm going to put this down for a sec. Alright. Okay, so that's it. Coming, and then what I'm going to do, I think, now that I've cracked it off, is just put on a ratcheting spanner if I can use that. Should be able to hit now, isn't it? Whoa! Okay, so just to show you, coming out of here, 17mm nut, washer, large rubber piece, which looks in good condition. Okay, so that's reassuring, that's in good nick. Okay, let's just get them out of the way. So I don't think there's anything else in there. No, that's grand. Let's have a look at the shock that fell out. Yeah, okay. So, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, and a camera that keeps wanting to fall over. Stop the falling over thing. Okay, so that is the shock that came off. We need this dust cover. Okay, that goes on the new one. Again, the top mounts, this rubber here could be shot. This one looks to be in really good condition. So that's just lucky. And it looks like there's rubber inside the dust cover too. Yeah, see that? There's like mounts in there too, which also look to be in good condition. I'll have a quick look at them, just to be sure if I can have a look at them. I don't know if how they're attached in. Let's have a quick look at this shock, see what sort of condition it's in. Oh, can't really see that. Yeah, I'm sure it should come out an awful lot quicker than that. So these are the new shocks. I'm just going to take the protective thing off this. Yeah, right away you can see the power that pushes back with. So that's totally different to the one I've taken out. Yeah, totally different. So, oh my god, I can't push that back in. Okay, if I push it back in, yeah, that's straight back out by itself. So I'd imagine that's going to dampen fairly quick. Yeah, that's impressive. Put that down for a second, I'll just compare it to the old one. So this is the old one. Much easier to push in. Oh yeah, so look at that. Give you a week waiting for that to pop back up again. Okay, so I'm just going to do the other one quickly. 17mm there. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a little jack under the metal part of the shock hanger. Alright. I don't know if that's coming now, or I just still need to hold it with the Alec. No, it feels like it's coming. There you go. So, same as on the other side, you got nut, and then top mount that spreads the load a little bit. There you go. Washer still attached to it. So washer, top mount, again, looks to be in pretty good condition. So I don't think that's causing any of the banging noises that I'm getting. I think it's totally shocks. I'm just going to pop this out now down the bottom.
the big jack's actually got no weight on it. It's just, there we go. Oh, axle stands have got all the weight. That's it out. They're not handed, so just by two of the identical shockers. Don't know if you can see that. That's what I've bought. They were €90. What are they called? APEC. Never heard of them. Right, got both shocks out now. Got the new shock to go in. Don't forget to put the dust cover back on top. That's the dust cover from the old one. It was in perfect condition, nothing wrong with it at all. Yours might not be, but don't forget to put it back on top. And then this is fed up from underneath. That's where I'm going to put the shock absorber back. It's going to go up that hole there. That's where it's going to go. You can see it goes up that hole there, but unfortunately I don't have anybody to hold it, so just going to see if I can balance it for no, I can't even balance the thing. If I can just get a couple of, it's just resting there now. It's resting on, where are we? Yeah, it's resting there. So we can get this in. Sugar. Okay, that's in there. So that end with the sort of carcellated bit goes down over the spacer. That has to go down into the hole. Okay, that's the dust cover on, that's what it looks like. That's the hole it's got to go up into, but I'm going to line it up at the bottom first. It's there. Right, just give me a little bit of copperies on here so they come off next time. Just going to stick a little jack under it like that just to raise it up so it goes through the hole at the top. That's just as I tighten it. I just want to make sure it goes through there squarely. So that's it there. That carcellated bit goes down the hole. There you go, that feels like it's got it there. Then the big washer, then the nut. Let's see if we can get that on. So still 17 on both sides. The torque specification that I found on the internet was 80 Newton meters. What's that, about 59 pounds-foot, something like that. Now I should be able to put this big one on and just do the few clicks it needs to get it up to 80. It took a while though. It's only doing a click at a time. That's it, I think. Okay, so this was 17 when it came off, it's now 18. I'm tightening the 18mm nut, and then I've got the wrench. It's set to anti-clockwise up here.
So hopefully when I get to where I need to be, show you some of that. That's it. That's 45 Newton meters there now. I think if I go much tighter than that, I'm going to cause trouble with the hex slot in the top of it. I think the next poor bugger will never get it off. Okay, now got the Newton meter set to 49, which is what I read online. Aye, no bother at all there. Right, so this has to go back here now. It's not going to fit down with the seat there like that. So I'm going to raise the seat up and do it. Right, don't forget to thread the seatbelt through it. Then they clip. There's clips at the back. You've got to get them lined up. Right, that looks like it there. There you are, look at that, straight in, first go. Yeah, that looks like it's fine. I don't know if you can see that, but that's all good. I'm going to put the seat back down again. Yep, it's got in. Blimey, it's tight. Right, thread the seatbelt through the gap, and then you're basically looking at line up. The little catches there. Right, let's see. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see down there, but there are little holes there, same on the other side, one further down, and then there's catches on the plastic panel that go into it. I think there is about, looks like, five odd catches. Right, okay. I can't do this on older camera, so something catching on the left. There you are. Now, that's much better. Much better. Yeah, much better. Right, great. That's it. Okay. Alright. So, right, just to put it back a little bit. See this? This has to go over here. Ooh. It doesn't feel like it really wants to go. Bloody hell. Oh, now that feels like it went. Okay, over this side, do the same. See here? Oh yes, that's got it. That's got it. Brilliant. So now what you're looking for is the 6 of them. They go into holes here. So that's just going to be more of a feel thing. Yeah, everything's back, everything's tightened. Oh yeah, wheels. Got to do the wheel, torque the wheels. So the wheels, torque them between 110 and 120. yeah, 45 to 49 for the strut bolt, then I'd say 80 for the one down the bottom here, and then 110 to 120 for the wheels, and then you're good to go.